this would be the third, fourth time I think I've been here opposed to the hotel motel tax. I'm probably not adequately prepared because of it coming to my attention first on Monday. It's obviously gone to a lot of committees. No innkeepers have been contacted that this was being talked about again, being brought up. So it's, blindsided me on this one. I don't have tourists to tax for something my customers are not using. I have workers there that are working to take their money home to their family. They're already paying more in fuel costs to get here, to work on your library, to work on your Main Street. Those costs are going to go up. You're going to pay it here. If they can stay in Kyoto, they're getting a new motel, Sigourney, getting a new motel over there. They won't eat at Hy-Vee no more. They won't go to Walmart. They won't go to BP and buy their gas. So there's a cost to the town there. And in what the resolution has here, as far as convention sites and what they want to use the money for, a lot of it appears to be, convention business and that. Well, we have a convention center over in Riverside. Riverside voted in a hotel motel tax with no motels and the casino exempt from the hotel motel tax. They have the convention site. If there's a new convention site to be built, motel rooms go with that normally. That's private business. Am I to tax my customer to provide or promote someone else's private business? I think it should, I'm still opposed to it. My customers are not, I don't have families staying at the motel other than ones that are here for weddings or funerals or reunions. They're not here touring. I have work trucks in my parking lot. And their intent is to take that money home, and if they need to pay more, they're working here. And they're getting their paycheck from whatever work they're doing here, and they're gonna collect it from here. They're not gonna eat that cost, and neither am I. Just because we don't have it and others do, doesn't necessarily make it right. If I don't have an income, I don't pay an income tax. If I don't have tourism, I shouldn't have a tourism tax.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your comments.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
With the swing of gasoline prices up into the absurd, have you noticed any change as in your volume? Now, of course, you say you don't have tourists, so then that obviously then the price of gas has not affected your patronage, or has it?
The flooding, it's hard to say right now because of the flooding. It's closed a lot of motels south of here. I've got people that are working in Cedar Rapids and staying down here saying, well, that's not that far to drive, every day. But it's obvious had the flooding not occurred, I think it would have, as far as a lot of things. The volume of gasoline being sold has gone down simply because people are driving more economic vehicles, but they're not driving as much either. I've got people that are coming here, say, to a wedding, and rather than staying over because of the cost of gas, they'll drive back home and not incur that cost of the motel room.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, Richard Gilmore, Victorian Farmhouse Bed and Breakfast. I have the only bed and breakfast in Washington. On my stays have been more one-night stays. yeah, I've been doing well, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, but that's all one night. I'm not getting the multi-night stays. And, it seems to me, again, most of my customers, especially in the winter, are for funerals. And, so none of my patronage has ever used the pool. Several have like the library where they use genealogy, and using the cemetery. Again, the funerals, who's died, those are the people that I have no one coming here for anything but weddings, funerals, and occasionally, now I'm starting to get some that like the Victorian renovation, and I get people from Chicago, and they use me as a destination. So, we worked hard for the last 10 years, and the place looks halfway decent. But, that I did on my own. It did not require anyone's help.
Yeah,
So
but-
I think I'm against it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the comments. You have a nice business too, by the way. Just want to interject something, just for thought. City council makes appropriations towards, economic generator items for our community and county. Lake Darling comes to mind, the Main Street effort, so many other things. We are all paying for that. What a lot of communities in the state have recognized is seeking an alternative fund to help us pay for these things, and those that visit us. We were first on the list on something like this. I can see it being a real difficult situation. But the map, and this is just thought, this is not a for or against pitch. But when you look at the map in the state of Iowa, so many have done this, and they are seeing development in their communities. They're paid by a funding stream that's new and not necessarily from us. So it's worth considering
Okay.
that. The matter before us right now is not whether we're for or against